Hi, I'm Samantha, and this is Balancing Act. We are going to do a nice, slow, 10-minute kind of restorative stretch. So meet me on your mat. This is going to be nice and slow, perfect for right before you go to bed, or maybe a nice slow wake up in the morning. All right, so we're going to sit cross-legged here. You can just be regular crisscross applesauce, or you can place one leg on top, Lincoln log style. How do they call this? We're going to inhale our arms up to the sky. Take a deep breath. Start to feel your hips opening. Drop your shoulders here. And start to lean forward into this. We're going to start by just gently opening up our hips. So our hands reach the floor. And we can just walk them out gently, swaying side to side, maybe if it feels right. And then start to walk the hands out to the left. So now we're incorporating a little side stretch with the hips. Let the head be heavy and soft. And then walk the hands over to the other side. Stretching out through the left. Deep breaths in and out. And back to the center. Walk your hands back up. And we're going to switch sides. So now place your right on top and walk your hands out. So if you were just a regular crisscross applesauce before, you're just going to switch sides. So you will feel it a little opening more on the other side if you just switch which leg was in and which leg was out. And walk it to the left. And walk it over to the right. Keep breathing deep. And back to center. And walk the hands forward. Very nice. So open the arms nice and wide to a T. Take up as much space with your wingspan as you can. And start moving the wrists. Big circles towards the back. You can drop your chin a little bit, lengthen the back of your neck. And then the other direction. Start moving the wrists and the hands toward the front wall. Nice. Now inhale nice and high to the sky. Grab the left arm and just pull gently over. And the other side. Pull gently over. Now you'll see I have my blocks for this little stretch. This is optional. The next thing we're going to do, lower your arms. The next thing we're going to do is a little hip opener on the ground. And I'm going to take this block, if you have one. We want to lie on top of the block, sort of high on your back. We're not putting this low on your lower back. It's sort of like at your bra strap, if you have one, or the mid to upper back. You'll feel that right spot when the rest of your back just sort of flows down. So then we're going to take our legs and just let them butterfly open here. Now, if you don't have a block, or if this is too much for your back, you can absolutely just lie flat on your back, and you're going to do this inner thigh hip stretch just flat on your back. So if you are on the block, just let the elbows fall towards the mat. Your feet are together, the bottoms of your feet are together, and we're just letting the hips and the inner thighs open gently. Gravity is doing all the work here, so your only job is to breathe. We're going to take a few moments in this pose to just start to let our bodies open up, opening up through the chest, Such a nice back bend. Again, if this feels like too much for your back, absolutely just lie flat on the floor. Your hands are just in their natural curled position with the backs of your hands to the floor and most likely off the mat. Very nice. Now I want you to take your knees and put them together and then start to use your elbows to get yourself back up here. So we're going to leave the block where it is and we're just going to come to the forearms. Start to move the knees from side to side. Slowly just windshield wiper them out. Keep your breath nice and steady. And as you move over to the left side this time, stay and take your leg, your left leg, and place it gently on top of your right knee. Now, if this is too much for the outside of your right leg, you can just let it lie. Whichever one works. You can control the pressure that you're putting on your right side by how hard you push down, and release that over to the other side. And now your right leg stacks on top of your left knee as we open up to the outside of the left leg. Keep breathing deep. And then back up to center. Windshield wiper out again a couple times to each side. And we're going to come back into this arched back with our feet together because we've had a few minutes to open up in this pose. So I want to return to it to see if we can get a little more opening here in our shoulders, in our chest, in our inner thighs, hips. Coming back to a pose for the second time is a great way to get a little bit deeper into it. Deep breaths here. And bring the knees together. Again, use your elbows to get yourself out of this position, and you can move your block out of the way. We're going to roll onto all fours and meet me in a cat-cow here. So now that we've got a nice arch to our back, we're going to round it. And as you round, scooch your tailbone all the way back to your feet. And then rolling forward, we're going to drop the hips and come into a nice gentle up dog here, stretching out through the quads, the hip flexors. Again, round the back nice and big. Get your upper back as tall as you can to the ceiling and keep that arch while you're pulling your tailbone back to your feet. And then roll forward, drop the hips, a nice easy up dog. Thighs are on the ground. And one more time, pulling it all the way back. And dropping your hips all the way forward. Very nice. Now roll your upper body all the way to the mat. Tent your fingertips out to the sides of your shoulders. And let's roll up again here to a nice big cobra. Pull your shoulders back and down. Open the chest and squeeze the glutes. And roll down. Two more like that. And roll down. Last one all the way up. And roll down. Hands come under your shoulders. Press back into a child's pose. In your child's pose, walk your hands out a little bit further. So you get that nice stretch on the outside of your arms, moving down into the underside of your shoulders. And then like we did in the beginning of class, move this out of the way. We're going to walk our hands to the left. Use the floor, use the mat to pull your hands away from your torso. And then back to the other side. Use your grip on the floor or the mat to pull your tailbone back. And hands come back to the center. Back to all fours. I want you to kick your right leg back like you're stamping the back wall, and then bring that knee all the way through, plant it between your hands. Both hands come to your knee. I forgot what your knee was called. It's called a knee. And we're just going to gently lean into this. Couple breaths. Plant your left hand down and take a gentle twist. Mobilizing the spine. And then drop the hand down. Back to your all fours. And then your left leg kicks back like you're stamping the floor, the wall behind you. And that leg comes all the way through, plants between your hands. Both hands stack on your knee. Press your hips forward. Drop your right hand and take a nice easy twist. Left hand comes down, back to all fours. And just a couple more cat-cows here. Round the back. Arch it. Round the back. And arch. And round. And pull back to your child's pose. Let your forehead come to the floor this time and just relax. Find your breath here. Listen to your breath. And come back to a seated position because you are done with your restorative stretch. I hope that was very therapeutic for you. And if you're about to go to sleep, sweet dreams.